Hello, I'm Ben Tennyson. We will learn about web browsers. Check out the latest update to Sonic's education. A web browser is a software application for accessing information on the World Wide Web. When a user requests a web page from a particular website, the web browser retrieves the necessary content from a web server and then displays the page on the screen. We can compare via a file explorer that has some features. Left and right arrow denotes as previous and next page, depending on how far you have browsed through pages. This symbol of clockwise arrow denotes as a refresh page. If any one of these plugins did not load, or you have a network issue, press the refresh button. This address slot determines you as a directory or URL, :& uses as a separator. For example, C: represents as local disk for Windows internal storage. / uses as a separator. This address is called a directory. For example, if you have written this directory C: users / documents, Windows redirects you to documents. If the directory appears to be invalid or its words are changed and misspelled, Windows will not be able to find, the sense of navigation is not valid. But actually, you may like to rename your file. Other characters which are not included in the file name such as /, *, question mark, quotation mark, less than, greater than, and vertical line. Otherwise the system gets confused. For example, if you wrote the file name ben \gwen, the directory would return in the form C: users / documents /ben /gwen. Windows will find that there is a separator in the file name would divide into two file names. It shows folder named Gwen inside the folder Ben. Thus, Windows gets confused with other characters. Now, if you have written this form, called HTTP or HTTPS, this returns as a URL, it uses :, / and period. For example, if you have written https //www.google.com, it redirects you to open the Google homepage, transforming from File or Windows Explorer to Internet Explorer. There are many types of popular web browsers, including Microsoft Internet Explorer, Netscape Navigator, Firefox, Google Chrome, Microsoft Edge, Opera, and Apple Safari. Let's start with Microsoft Internet Explorer. Microsoft Internet Explorer is a series of graphical web browsers developed by Microsoft and included in the Microsoft Windows line of operating systems, starting in 1995. It was first released as part of the add-on package Plus for Windows 95 that year. Next, the Netscape Navigator. Netscape Navigator was a proprietary web browser and the original browser of the Netscape line from first Windows version till Windows 98. It was the flagship product of the Netscape Communications Corporation and was the dominant web browser in terms of usage share in the 1990s, but by 2002 its use had almost disappeared. Next, the Firefox, also called Mozilla Firefox, is a free and open-source web browser developed by the Mozilla Foundation and its subsidiary, Mozilla Corporation. Firefox uses the Gecko layout engine to render web pages, which implements current and anticipated web standards. It was first released in September 2002. Next, the Google Chrome. Google Chrome is a cross-platform web browser developed by Google. It was first released in 2008 for Microsoft Windows and was later ported to Linux, Mac OS, iOS, and Android. The browser is also the main component of Chrome OS, where it serves as the platform for web apps. Next, the Microsoft Edge. Microsoft Edge is a web browser developed by Microsoft. It was first released for Windows 10 and Xbox One in 2015, then for Android and iOS in 2017, and for Mac OS in 2019. Edge includes integration with Cortana and has extensions hosted on the Microsoft Store. Next, Opera web browser. Opera is a freeware web browser for Microsoft Windows, Android, iOS, Mac OS, and Linux operating systems, developed by Opera Software. Opera is a Chromium-based browser using the Blink layout engine. It differentiates itself because of a distinct user interface and other features. It was first released in April 1995. And finally, Apple Safari. Safari is a graphical web browser developed by Apple, based on the Webkit engine. First released on desktop in 2003 with Mac OS X Panther, a mobile version has been bundled with iOS devices since the iPhone's introduction in 2007. Safari is the default browser on Apple devices. You can browse any pages that you want. One more thing, the star symbol is called either bookmark or favorites. When you click this symbol, the web page will be added in the bookmark list. This makes it easier to find. So, you know how to access using web browsers. Like, comment, and subscribe now.